What is going on, you guys? It's WWE Asylum 16 here, coming at you guys with my Battleground review from the Verizon Center in the nation's capital of Washington, D.C. And believe it or not, we actually kicked off the show with a women's tag team match. This is the first time ever on a pay-per-view we kicked off the show with a women's match, so this is pretty cool. And looks like we're going to find out who Sasha's partner is going to be right away. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this review. So Sasha is supposed to be, and a mystery partner, are supposed to be taking on Charlotte and Dana Brooke, and that's why they're saving Sasha and Charlotte for SummerSlam for its women's title. So Charlotte and Dana Brooke in the ring. Sasha's coming out. Sasha's in the ring now. We're all waiting to see who her partner's going to be. And then the crowd gets all silent. Everybody shuts the hell up. We're waiting, and whose song comes on? None other than Bayley. That's right. NXT's Bayley has made it to the main roster. I hope this is her official call-up to the main roster as she takes on Charlotte and Dana Brooke with Sasha Banks as her tag team partner. This is amazing. We've all been waiting for Bayley to come up to the main roster. I hope to God this is her actual call-up and maybe she's officially on the roster. But question is, if she's on the main roster now, is she going to be on Raw or SmackDown? Hopefully she's on Raw so she can be with Sasha Banks. But this is just amazing because Bayley, this is her debut in the WWE. And it's a tag team match. And she's teaming with her best friend, Sasha Banks. So this is awesome. So Bayley and Sasha Banks take on Charlotte and Dana Brooke in one hell of a match. Really enjoyed Bayley's debut here. I'm not going to be upset with how the way they won. Because Sasha won instead of Bayley. It would have made more sense if Bayley won this match for her team instead, since it was her debut. But I can understand why Sasha wanted to win it so badly because she wanted to take out Charlotte and hopefully get that women's title soon. So Sasha Banks won the match with a bank statement. Unbelievable performance by Bayley and Sasha. Awesome match. So yeah, Bayley and Sasha picked up the win. Moving on, we have the New Day taking on the Wyatt family. This is the first and the last time we will ever get to see this match, unfortunately. Because the New Day is on Raw. All three members of the New Day are on Raw. And the Wyatt family split up as we have Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan on SmackDown and Braun Strowman on Raw. And it was kind of a quick match, but it was pretty entertaining to see because I gotta admit, Xavier Woods impressed me the most out of this match. He took it on. He literally, I can't even tell you how awesome it was to see Xavier finally get his hands on Bray Wyatt and just beat the living hell out of him. And not only that, but he took out Strowman and Eric Rowan as well. That was amazing to see Xavier finally get some retribution on Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. That was sick. But in the end, it was Bray Wyatt who hit the Sister Abigail and Xavier Woods. After Woods was distracted, after he took out Strowman, he turned back around. Wyatt did his little spider walk pose. That scared the hell out of Woods, and he got pinned with the Sister Abigail. So that sucked. Hey, but I predicted it that the Wyatts would win this match, and I was right. So, not that I didn't want the New Day to win, but I think the Wyatts needed a big win here. So, they got the win. Awesome match, too. Moving on, we have Rusev, the United States Champion, taking on Zack Ryder for the U.S. title. Zack Ryder wanted this matchup so badly. He wanted a chance to get his U.S. title back. That's the first title he ever won in the WWE. So now he gets his chance as he takes on Rusev at Battleground. But it ends in a wrong way. So Zack Ryder he gave it everything he had in this match. He really took the fight to Rusev here, and people are saying it wasn't really much of a fight that he gave Rusev, but I think he really had everything in the tank, and he just took it all on Rusev. But in the end, it was Rusev who picked up the win with this accolade on tapping out Zack Ryder with the accolade. And it was very impressive to see Ryder actually escape the accolade for a moment. Just for a brief moment, Zack Ryder was going to escape the accolade. I'm surprised he powered out of it. But then he got... Oh my god, it was kind of painful to watch. As soon as he got out of the accolade, Rusev just snapped back and he applied the super accolade. And it looked like he almost broke his damn back on Ryder. Jesus Christ. You know, I thought the actual accolade was pretty painful to watch, but the way Rusev does that super accolade where he just cringes back and tries to snap his opponent's back is vicious. It's so cringeworthy to watch. Oh my god, but hey, I'm going to give it all to Zack. He gave it everything he had in this match. But in the end, it was Rusev who retained the title, and I called it too. So that means the U.S. title stays on Raw. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. One of the few matches I was really looking forward to in this pay-per-view, and these guys did not fail to impress me. Unfreaking real. What an amazing, and when I mean amazing, I mean amazing match this was. This was literally match of the freaking night, and if you can too, I would nominate it as match of the year. Probably the top 5 matches of the year. Wow. This was so much better than Payback's match between these two guys. Unbelievable. I cannot believe it. It started off kind of slow, but then it just got better and better and better. You know, there were so many near falls in this match. So many times I thought Kevin Owens was going to win. So many times I thought Zayn was going to win. Just an unbelievable performance by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I enjoyed the hell out of this match, and I could rewatch it all over again. Amazing. They went on for almost a half hour here, and they just gave it everything they had. I really enjoyed it. Sami Zayn, there was a little botch that took place in this match when Sami Zayn, he went for the moonsault that he does off the ropes. You know, the springboard moonsault that he does off the ropes. He tried to do it on the outside on Kevin Owens, but I don't know exactly what happened, but as soon as he tried to hit that moonsault on Kevin Owens, he landed awkwardly on his shoulder, and I didn't quite understand how that happened. But he just like tripped on ropes or something, and he landed awkwardly on his shoulder. Not surprised he didn't get hurt because he wasn't really, selling it that much. But hey, that was kind of weird. Still, I'm not gonna be annoyed by one botch in this match because it was just amazing itself, and you can't be disappointed with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. There's a reason why their tagline in this rivalry is Fight Forever, because these guys would just go on literally forever. They've been wanting to beat the hell out of each other before Battleground. They've been doing it for weeks, and they did it at Payback, and they did it again at Battleground in the match of the freaking night and match of the year. But in the end, it was Sami Zayn who picked up the win. Another prediction I got right. Sami Zayn picked up the win here. Kevin Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb at the end of the match, but Sami Zayn was way too close to the ropes, so he got his foot on the bottom rope. Kevin Owens literally thought he won there. Sami Zayn kicked out. Then Sami Zayn was able to hit the haluva kick after he tried literally 5 times in the match. He finally hit that haluva kick, took out Kevin Owens. Owens literally landed on his shoulder, on Zayn's shoulders. And Sami Zayn looking straight at Owens like, I'm not done with you yet. And he puts him back in the corner, and he runs back to the other corner, and he drills him with a second Helluva Kick. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn has defeated Kevin Owens in the end of this rivalry. Now, I don't know if this literally is the end of the rivalry. I hope it is. I don't want it to be, because I could really just see these guys fight forever. But it was just an amazing match, like I said. And I'm so happy Sami Zayn won this one. And the thing I love about this match, too, was that the crowd was literally on fire the entire match. It was not a dead crowd. This crowd was so much better than it was at Payback. And I love the standing ovation for these guys. If you really, really want a really awesome match on a pay-per-view, then you have to have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on the card. And you gotta let them take out their frustrations on each other. And that's exactly what they did. And the crowd loved it. I loved it. And I even stood up and clapped my hands for both guys. They got the standing ovation they deserved. Awesome moment right there. And probably the best one of the night. So kudos to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. You guys were awesome. Phenomenal match. That was amazing. Moving on, we have Natalya versus Becky Lynch. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, I wasn't interested in this match, and I wasn't really paying attention to this match because, I literally just got done watching Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, match of the frickin' year, match of the frickin' night. I literally just got done watching that match, and I was on my phone looking through social media, just wanted to see everybody's reactions to their match, and I wasn't really paying attention to this match, so... And I'm sure everybody wasn't either. Because I really didn't care about Natalya and Becky Lynch's match. But I did feel a little bad for Becky. She ended up losing here. I did predicted that she would win, but she ended up losing to the sharpshooter. By Natalya, quick match. Natalya got the win. Moving on, we have a backstage segment that took place between Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, and the WWE Champion Dean Ambrose. So, they're really prepping here. They're really prepping Dean to retain tonight. Shane and Daniel Bryan, they really want the WWE Championship to come to Tuesday Night SmackDown. Is that going to happen? Well, we find out later in the night. I love what Daniel Bryan said to Dean Ambrose. You deserve this. That's why we chose you as our draft pick for number 1. You are the best member of the Shield. It's not exactly what he said, but he did say something similar to that. Daniel Bryan telling Dean Ambrose he's the top guy, and that's why we chose him as number 1 for SmackDown. And hopefully he retains. So awesome segment there. Ambrose is saying that he deserves that title, and he's going to retain it tonight. Awesome, awesome segment. And moving on, we have Darren Young taking on The Miz in an Intercontinental Championship match. And this was one of the weirdest endings to the match I've ever seen before. What the hell happened at the end of the match? I was so confused. It was a pretty decent match, but the way it ended, it was one of the weirdest endings I've ever seen. So, Darren Young, he tried one point in the match going for the crossface chicken wings. Is now his new finisher. That was used by Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund, his life coach, let him use the finisher now. Darren Young went for it. Miz went out of the ring. And then I don't know what the hell happened afterwards, but Darren Young was distracted. Miz was distracted. I think they were both down, or they were both distracted on what the hell happened on the outside. Bob Backlund... Marie slapped the hell out of Bob Backlund for some reason. I don't know why. I don't remember why. But she slapped the hell out of Bob Backlund. He fell down and he literally snapped. And he tried to take off his damn shirt. I don't know what the hell that was about. It was so strange. It's kind of funny too. So Bob Backlund, he stripped off his t-shirt. He was getting so pissed off at Maurice. Looked like he wanted to beat her ass. It was so funny. And then what happened afterwards? Well, Miz is on the outside. Darren Young comes out of nowhere, applies a crossface chicken wing on the outside. And then what the hell happens afterwards? The ring bell goes off. The bell rings. Everybody's confused on what just happened. Who won the match? Well, I thought this ended in a no contest because they didn't say who won the match. They didn't say how this match ended. But then later on it was revealed that it was a double count out. Yet I didn't even see or hear the referee counting to 10. So that was one of the weirdest, strangest, unusual endings to a match I've ever seen on a pay-per-view. Especially it's a title match. What the hell was that? I can't believe that happened. That was a huge facepalm right there. I don't know what happened, why that happened, why that took place. I have no idea. But Miz is still the Intercontinental Champion, as I predicted that he would retain. And I told you there would be a screwy finish. I knew he wasn't going to win clean. I knew he was going to try to somehow cheat to win. It wasn't really a cheated way to win. He did not cheat to win, but it was one of the strangest endings I've ever seen before. So I'm trying to get this out of my head. It was just, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Let's just move on, alright? Let's just move on. So aside from that, now I move on to another match I'm looking forward to. John Cena teaming up with Enzo Amore and Big Cass to take on AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, the Club, in 6-man tag team action. And by God, Enzo Amore was on fire with the promos. You know how he loves to shoot an awesome promo before a match? This was one of the best promos he's ever pulled off, and I loved every bit of it. Just making fun of AJ Styles. I love how he kept calling him Soccer Mom, and then the crowd even started chanting Soccer Mom. That was hilarious. And I loved how he mentioned to never make eye contact with someone who's eating a banana. That was so random, but it was funny as well. Enzo is such a hilarious guy. And I don't know how you guys would not love to see Enzo live, because he is amazing. I would love to see that. Enzo Amore just spitting all the fire before his match. Awesome. And then the best part about the segment was at the end when he mentioned to John Cena. He said, "You can't Washington, D.C. me." What? I was like, what? Where in the hell does Enzo Amore come up with this stuff, man? That was hilarious. One of the best segments of the night. I don't know. I was so confused. It was hilarious. You can't Washington, D.C. me. Where does this man come up with this stuff? Someone please explain that to me. Enzo Amore, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, guys like that. Absolute gods on the microphone. Man. Oh, God. I would love to see Enzo Amore and Bray Wyatt, or even Enzo Amore, Kevin Owens. I don't care who it is. I would love to see Enzo Amore and someone who I just mentioned go to war on the microphone, because that would be hilarious. So now we get on to the real matchup. I really enjoyed this match too, but there was just a lot of action that happened. I'm going to try to remember everything that happened, but I do remember during the match, Enzo Amore, he accidentally hit John Cena with a crossbody. Then Cena caught Amore. I don't know if he thought that it was AJ Styles or someone from the club that he had in his hands, but he caught Amore and he threw Enzo into Styles. I think it was into Styles, or maybe it was Gallows. I think maybe it was Gallows. He threw Enzo Amore into Gallows, and then AJ Styles comes out of nowhere. He went to hit the phenomenal forearm, I think on Enzo. Enzo Amore moved out of the way, and instead AJ hits Luke Gallows with the phenomenal forearm. All hell breaks loose now. And then the action spills to the outside. And now we got Carl Anderson taking out John Cena. with a spine buster on the announcer's table. And then Enzo hits a freaking DDT from the steel steps, drilling Carl Anderson's head into the floor. That was a sick move as well. And then later on, Big Cass takes out Styles with the big boot on the outside. And then we get to the end of the match, and I love the way it ended. Cena and Styles are on the top rope. Then they get on the second rope. It was just a crazy non-stop action. Man, I don't know how to explain it, but it was a really good match. But I love the way it ended. Cena and Styles were on the second rope. And I couldn't really tell what was happening, if Styles was going for a superplex or something, but Cena countered it, and he drilled AJ Styles with the AA from the second rope, and AJ sold the hell out of that AA from the second rope. That was amazing. 1, 2, 3. John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass have defeated the club. And John Cena pinned AJ Styles clean, if you didn't notice. So that was awesome. And like I said before, Enzo Amore, absolute god on the mic. That was one of the most hilarious segments on the microphone I've ever seen. And he won deliver. So yeah. And another thing I love that Enzo did. I don't know why he did this, but you know the crowd. You know the crowd just starts chanting, "Oh, Enzo Amore, oh, Enzo Amore." As soon as the crowd started chanting that, Enzo did one of the most weirdest dances I've ever seen. He starts doing. I don't know. I don't really know how he did it, but he started doing this little thing where he goes like this. And he stares into the camera, he starts smiling. It was hilarious. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my god, this made me laugh so hard. Wow. It's so funny. Alright, we're seriously gotta move on here. Next we have the highlight reel with the returning Randy Orton. Randy Orton is finally back after 9 long months. Orton is finally back on TV programming as he's on Chris Jericho's highlight reel. And Randy Orton is such a savage. He said, oh my god, I still can't believe he said this. He said, it only takes one RKO to get to Viperville. No enhancement needed. And I was like, tell me he did not just say that. He did not just say that. Randy Orton's a freaking savage. No enhancement needed. You know that was going to Brock Lesnar for failing that drug test. Oh my god, Randy, you're savage. I love that Randy came back as a face. I think he's a lot better as a face than a heel. That was hilarious. Oh my god. I still can't believe Randy said that. He's going to get some heat for that from Brock Lesnar's fans. Oh my god, that was hilarious. And then later on, Jericho calling Orton a stupid idiot, saying, oh, these are not the words coming from me. These are the words coming from Brock Lesnar, the man himself. Orton didn't want to buy it. He didn't want to buy any of it. And then I love the way the highlight reel ended with Randy Orton. He kept teasing the RKO out of nowhere. Jericho's like, oh, you gonna hit me with the RKO out of nowhere? And then Orton scared Jericho. Jericho turns his back. He thought Orton was gonna deliver the RKO. And I love what Randy did. He put his head down. He pretends to laugh. Jericho is distracted. He looks back up at Orton, and he gets drilled with the RKO out of nowhere. That's how the highlight reel ended. Amazing segment, amazing counter by Orton. I love the way it ended. It's awesome to see Randy back on TV. I really miss seeing him. And I love how he's coming to SmackDown. SmackDown Live with the Viper. Now, we got the main event. Dean Ambrose defending the WWE Championship against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, his two former Shield brethren. This is a match we've been all looking forward to for years, ever since these guys debuted back in 2012. We knew at some point this match was going to occur, and it was going to take place at a big pay-per-view like Battleground or SummerSlam. No. We thought it was going to take place at like WrestleMania or SummerSlam, but it ended up taking place at Battleground. But it didn't matter. Still, amazing match. So, Shane and Daniel Bryan, and of course, Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley were at ringside for this match. They wanted to see who was going to walk out with the WWE Championship title belt and who was going to be the respective champion on that brand. So, Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns. I loved it, man. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting Ambrose and Rollins to beat up Roman throughout literally throughout the entire match. They literally teamed up and they beat the hell out of Roman Reigns. And I loved what they did to him. Drilling. Ambrose took apart the announce table. Seth Rollins is on the outside with Ambrose. Ambrose is like, yeah, we got this. We're gonna do this right now. Rollins agrees. They take apart the announce table, and what do? They drill Roman Reigns with the classic Shield powerbomb through the announce table. That was a mark-out moment right there. That was awesome. And that really got the crowd on fire. That was sick. That was a sick spot right there. But then Roman Reigns came out later in the match as it was Dean and Seth back to one-on-one like it was the past 2 nights in a row on Raw and SmackDown. So now it's... Excuse me. Jeez. So now it was Dean and Seth in the middle of the ring. They're having an all-out war against each other once again. And then Roman Reigns comes back. He takes out Seth Rollins and Ambrose. And then he drills Rollins with this crazy... I don't know, what do you call it? Like a razor's edge power bomb. A razor's edge sit-down power bomb or something like that. And then Rollins kicks out. And then later on, Roman's on fire. He hits 2 Superman punches on Rollins and Ambrose. He goes for the spear. He hits the spear. Okay? He hits the spear. Earlier in the match, Rollins hit the pedigree on Reigns. Reigns kicked out. And then move on to the end of the match. He hits the spear on Rollins. Ambrose comes out of nowhere, drills Roman Reigns with dirty deeds. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose is still the WWE Champion. I called it. There were so many people that really wanted Seth Rollins to win this match. And there was a few people who wanted Roman Reigns to win this match. Well, I hate to break it to you, but Dean Ambrose is still the WWE Champion, and the title is coming to Tuesday Night SmackDown. I knew it was going to happen. A lot of people thought it was going to be Ambrose that wasn't going to retain. They all thought that, but Ambrose proved them all wrong. I proved you guys all wrong. If you voted for Reigns or Rollins to win this match, I proved you guys wrong. Dean Ambrose is still the WWE Champion. I was so happy for him. That's why I say he is the best member of the Shield, like it or not. I have so much respect for Roman Reigns. I have so much respect for Seth Rollins. However, I did not want to see Roman Reigns walk out with the title, especially on his first night back. And I did not want to see Seth Rollins take the title to Raw, because then SmackDown would have only had the Intercontinental Championship, and they would introduce a new title. But Ambrose has retained. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan were going crazy celebrating with Ambrose. It was such a sick moment, and it was an awesome moment to see the SmackDown locker room come out and celebrate with Dean Ambrose. John Cena shaking his hand, raising his hand up high. And then I remember I posted this photo on I think Facebook or Instagram, I don't remember what it was. But I posted this photo on Instagram, and it clearly said that someone said when Ambrose was shaking Cena's hand, Cena said to Ambrose, "You deserve this than anybody else," and he was damn right. That's why I respect John Cena. That's why I respect Dean Ambrose. I love both guys. Two of my favorite guys on the brand, and I'm so happy they're on the same show. And then later on, the whole locker room comes out, and the Usos, they grab Ambrose and then they raise him up high. Ambrose raises up the championship up high. Ambrose celebrates with the entire SmackDown locker room. Awesome moment. I was literally clapping for him. I was so happy for him. He deserves it. And that's why he's going to be a fighting champion on SmackDown Live, just like how he is now. And it's crazy how he fought Seth Rollins 3 times in 1 week. That was sick. He fought him on Raw. It was a screwy finish. Then he beat him clean on SmackDown. And then he beat Roman Reigns and Rollins on the same night at Battleground. Unbelievable. Thank you guys for watching this review of my Battleground. Sick show. I loved every bit of it, even though there was just a little errors. There was just a little bit of errors. With the IC title. Yeah, you get the point. But I'm seriously gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you guys for watching this Battleground review. And if you haven't already, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more, favorite, I don't care what you do. And I will be back with my Raw review coming up shortly.